Today we're in the green pastures of Shaughnessy Elementary School, where they're having a 100-year anniversary and opening a 100-year-old time capsule. With me on camera as always is Rick Von Schmidt. Recently I did a vlog where we opened a 50-year-old time capsule. Rick's gonna show us a clip here. Oh, Rick's the best in the business. Really respect you, Rick. Roll that clip. Oh, that's from the roller coaster vlog, you idiot! Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna head inside for the big party. But before we do, I thought we'd check around town and look at a few other time capsules buried. Let's go. Here on Granville Street at the beautiful Stanley Theatre, you'll see some great live performances. And you'll also find a time capsule buried in 2007 by the local Business Improvement Association. It celebrates 100 years of retail going back to 1907. And it's to be opened August 2, 2107. And I'll be here when they do. But until then, I wonder what's in there. Here at the Vancouver Maritime Museum on Ogden Avenue, you can tour the world-famous St. Rock, the first boat to circumnavigate North America. And you'll also find a time capsule buried in 1958 to celebrate BC's centennial. It's to be opened November 19, 2058. And I'll be here when they do. But until then, I wonder what's in there. You've got to do a little bushwhacking to find the time capsule buried here at New Westminster, or New West, as the cool kids say. In 1961, the mayor buried a time capsule here at beautiful City Hall. It's to be opened in January 2061, and I'll be here when they do. But until then, I wonder what's in there. And just down the road at the New Westminster SkyTrain station, you've got to look up, way up, to find a time capsule buried in 1985 to commemorate the opening of this rapid transit system. It's to be opened in 2085, and I'll be here when they do. But until then, I wonder what's in there. Here in the Park Royal Village in West Vancouver, underneath a lighthouse replica, busy shoppers walk over a time capsule buried in 2004. It's to be opened in 2054, and I'll be here when they do. But until then, I wonder what's in there. Farther east in the township of Langley, where the flags are a-flying, we have two time capsules buried in the same park. The first was buried in 1998 to recognize Langley's 125th anniversary. It's to be opened April 26, 2048. And the second was buried in 1973 to celebrate Langley's 100th anniversary. It's to be opened April 26, 2073. And I'll be here when they open both of them. But until then, I wonder what's in there. Needs a cleaning. Shh. All right, we're back at Shaughnessy School here for the big party. Lots of fun activities going on outside the school. They've even got mini donuts set up, so you know something big's going on. But we got to head inside. When they were preparing for this big celebration, a couple of volunteers discovered something amazing that nobody knew about. They found an article saying there was a time capsule buried in the foundation stone, which is right here. Apparently, they dug out the back of the stone to see if it was true. So let's head inside, see what they found. All right, I'm inside the school here. The party's going strong. Lots of people around, and everywhere I look, they got cool stuff and memorabilia representing the last 100 years. They've even got 10 different rooms, each set up to represent a different decade. Volunteers dressed up, Lots of cool stuff to look at. Let's check out the 70s here, Rick. Yeah, disco. Nice shoes there. Oh, and look at all the great clothes. And even got a nice bicycle here. Incredible. Whole bunch of different activities in the school today. In the gym, they're doing a fashion show that covers the last 100 years. They've got a lovely little refreshment area here where they're serving up the sweet stuff. Even got their own custom cookies. Tasty little gems. The amount of work that's gone into this party, it's unbelievable. It's crazy. It's nuts. No nuts. They've got a nice display here remembering Baron Thomas Shaughnessy. He was born in Milwaukee in 1853 and became president of the Canadian Pacific Railway. The school and the neighborhood here are named after him. It looks like lots of successful people have gone to school here over the last 100 years. One time I was a contestant on a local game show called Acting Crazy, and the host was this man, Wayne Cox. A very, very nice fella. Okay, we're getting closer to that rumored time capsule. Here's a display on the foundation stone. Sounds like it was laid by Edward the Prince of Wales on September 22, 1919 during his trip to Canada. There was a big crowd here during the ceremony. Lots of newspaper articles and pictures document his visit and the laying of the stone. Let's go find the back of that stone, Rick. Two volunteer parents preparing for the anniversary party found a microfiche article in an old newspaper, the Weekly Gazette. When they read reference to a time capsule inside the foundation stone, they reported it to Principal Janet Souther. Miss Souther called some expert carpenters and stonemasons to make careful attempts to find it. They cut through the wall here and then had to guess where it might be inside the stone. And those good tradespeople guessed right. A glass cylinder lying on its side and sealed with wax was right in there. Lots of pictures on display here, documenting everything. Principal Souther called in the Vancouver City Archives, who opened the jar and ever so carefully unpacked its contents. Now let's go find it, Rick. And maybe these people know where it is. Excuse me, friends, do you know which way it is to the time capsule? Not very friendly. And here it is. The glass cylinder that was buried inside the stone for 100 years. Think of all the thousands of people that walked through that stairwell for the last century, and they never even knew it was right there. The archivists found papers inside, which they rehumidified to relax them from their crumpled state. There are copies of Vancouver newspapers from the week of September 20, 1919, speeches and a program from the ceremony with the prince, a cost analysis of the building of the school, and a list of names of the architect, contractor, and school board trustees. And coolest of all, a collection of Canadian coins dated 1918 and 1919. My kudos to Principal Janet Souther, all the staff, volunteers, and students here. All your hard work was worth it. This has been a phenomenal event. And that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed this little taste of old Vancouver as she once was. Thanks to Bev Sugarman for makeup and Jewel Hailmere for wardrobe. On behalf of Rick and myself, thanks for watching. And until next time, that's a good bee.